So kindly introduce yourself and let's talk about your publishing company.
My name is Pharice Brown, and I am the founder and publisher at Pain to Prosperity Publishing, based out of Hyattsville, Maryland.
So how did you come up with a name? Like,
Life.
what inspired you to come up with this awesome name?
Life. It was painful. It is painful sometimes. And for me, it was because of the different jobs that I had. I can't tell you that I had a 9-to-5 that I actually liked. Every one of them came with a story. And people was like, oh my God, I can't believe that really happened. I'm like, yeah, it did. You should write that. That should be a book. And it should be. And it is. And they will be. So Pain to Prosperity, you have to figure out how to overcome the stuff that happens to you. You got to turn it from what it is into something better.
Turn into profit, right?
Always. Always. You sleep better at night. You sleep better at night with a little profit.
What inspired you to start writing?
It wasn't an inspiration. It was a release. It was something that needed to be done to keep me sane, give me peace of mind. It was how I digested my emotions and my feelings and the things that were going on around me. And then again, profit. In high school, I used to sell poetry during Valentine's Day. So it worked out a lot of different ways for me. But it basically started off as a way to relieve myself of pain and just dealing with issues.
Do you remember your first piece?
I do not.
Your
That
first
was
poem?
so long ago. I remember a lot of poems since then, but the first one... Oh, okay, hold on. I do remember. I actually have the book that I won from the librarian. It's called Little Women. It was a book contest where we had to write a story about what we did that day and the best part about it. And then you had to describe something really, really good. And I think it was breakfast for me. Like, I'm a real breakfast person. So they asked, well, what's your favorite thing about breakfast? So I had like this real nice description. And I came in, I think like second place. But that was one of the very early ones.
So you've launched your publishing company, and there's a lot of writers out there. What problems do you think you're solving with your publishing company?
The first thing is explaining that this is a business, that you can actually make a living writing. It's more than just a book. Having a book can open so many different doors for you, and just showing them the possibilities and just getting them off one day I'm going to write a book because I don't really have a story. Maybe one day something will happen. And just reminding people, like, you've been alive. You got a story. Something has happened. So the biggest thing is definitely getting them to understand this is how you go from A to Z in making the money, because that's the part that's been gatekept for so long. So we're explaining it step by step.
What type of authors or storytellers are you looking to work with?
Authentic. I'm not going to say that we're only going to accept a certain genre. Everybody's story has a place. Is it true? Does it resonate with who the individuals are of your topic? It really just depends. We don't work with everybody. Like, you absolutely have to have quality with your work, but we're open. We're open.
So how do you support writers beyond printing and distribution?
We teach them the business. We teach them how to select your book cover, what the purpose is in selecting this type of book cover versus this. Then how do you market yourself? Like, do you just put it on the shelf and say, oh, okay, well, I posted it on social media, they're going to buy the book? Like, we actually teach you strategies to sell the book, to get your face out there in front so that you know, okay, they actually see it. You're interacting with the people that you're interested in reaching with your book and your information in your book.
What mistakes do new authors make that you can help them avoid?
Just because you wrote a book doesn't mean people are going to read it. Just because you put it on the internet doesn't mean everybody's going to find it. Like, you actually have to put work in to market your book. Just like you put work in to write the book, it's just as much work on the back end. Writing the book, you're not done. The work is not over. It's just a different version of work now that you have to do in order to keep your book alive and move it forward to actually benefit from all of the time that you spent writing it.
All right. I want to put a pause just for a minute because you grew up in an exciting city. To me, DC is an exciting city,
Very.
right?
Very.
And across the waters, one thing is happening, and on the other side of the water, something crazy is happening. Which part of DC did you grow up in?
I started off in Northwest, but I did live in Southeast I think I was 19 or 20 when I lived in Southeast. But I've lived in Northwest and Southeast.
I want to know about your Southeast life.
Oh, it was too much fun.
I want to know about your Southeast life because to me, Southeast seems like it has a lot of stories.
So does Northwest. Don't just because they call it one thing, it's a different type of exciting, but it's still very exciting.
Explain.
The Caribbean life is in Northwest. That's where the turntable was. That's where we would go to the Ibex. A couple of friends that we went to high school with used to work there. Howard University. I mean, Howard always has something going on. I can't think of the name of the restaurant. There's one over there. Then Ben's Chili Bowl is in North. Like Northwest is it's everything. Southeast was fun for me because you got a chance to actually just do stuff and you didn't have to worry about people being like, oh, you did that. Because Northwest is more, not conservative, but they're not as free as you are in Southeast. In Southeast, I lived on Morris Road, the big chair. I never thought I'd get the chance to climb the big chair like everybody. It was different.
I don't think I thought about climbing the big chair, but I'm like, they need to put a ladder there.
I was young then. I ain't know any better.
Did you ever went to Frederick Douglass House?
I've been twice. The first time I didn't really appreciate it because I was young. I went, I was in Girl Scouts. We went as a group project for learning history. I think I was maybe 8, 9, 10, somewhere around in there. So I didn't really fully appreciate it. But when I went back in my 20s, when I actually lived, I loved it. It's breathtaking. It's actually, I don't know. It makes you sit and actually think about a lot of different things. And Frederick Douglass, like, you can actually touch history. You can touch history. It's eye-opening. You have to go see it if you haven't already. But I know you have.
Listen, standing on that hill, looking at the monument, that area is very hilly and very interesting. It's part of the reason why I pretty much do what I do. Preservation, so okay, what's your favorite spot in Northwest? Or your favorite area to pretty much, if you had an opportunity to just walk around, that you would just walk around and take it in. It's,
I wouldn't even be able to say that it would just be Southeast or Northwest because my dad's side of the family is from Ivy City, Northeast, which is across the street from Gallaudet. So, the city. The city.
It's an exciting city.
I have a story for every place. And I mean, I grew up in PG County. We're 2 seconds away. New York Avenue, I've seen it change growing up over the years. Now you can actually go to restaurants and go shopping. Around the corner, like I said, Gallaudet, we spent a lot of time there because my grandparents used to live on Oak Street. We lived on 7th and Sherman in Northwest. So we lived literally, like the house that I used to live in, the steps were blue. When you walk out and go right across the street into the back, there's a gate. Harriet Tubman Elementary School. Right across. It's been fun.
How do you balance being creative with running your business?
I have to purposefully set aside time to be creative. Work will always work. There will always be something else to do. creativity, it hits you at times, but you have to also hit it. If you don't make time to be creative, it's never going to get done.
What's some of your exciting projects that you're working on, without giving it all away, that you want to share with us?
Well, actually, my first novel that I'm releasing on the publishing house under my pen name will be out hopefully by the summer of next year. We are finishing that now, and it'll be going to editing in the next 30 days. And I'm just doing my media rounds right now, so you never know where I might pop up at.
Can we talk about that, about your cleaning book that I didn't think was a cleaning book? I thought it was
a dig at women.
Yeah.
It was not. It was not. It was not.
Can we talk about that for a moment?
You're a bad wife because you can't clean the house. A mother-in-law approved guide to a clean home. Yeah. It was a book that I did for my cleaning service because a lot of the times they were interested in how we did what we did, and it didn't have like a whole bunch of chemical smells. And it was a lot of older people. We did medical facilities, but we would go to the clients' houses, and the men were the one that would call for us, and they would send for us. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you're here. She doesn't know what she's doing. She couldn't clean anything. And then the mother sometimes is there, and she's like, oh my God, you had to hire a cleaning service and you married her. So it was funny. The title of the book was funny because I had seen this play out so many times. So why not? But it's not a dig. It's just a how-to book where it actually goes along and it gives you an actual step-by-step on how to clean your house with things like baking soda and white vinegar. So it's definitely not a dig.
Listen, the title got me, to be honest with you, because I was saying to myself, oh, I can't wait to read this.
It might be. You never know.
Nice
you never know.
I said, oh, this thing is kind of controversial out here. The title just come off swinging.
As it should. As it should. But, I mean, you never know. It could definitely morph into something else. I'm looking at maybe some revisions to it in the future.
What's one of your favorite quotes that you've written?
A quote?
Yeah. Your favorite quote that you've written. That you wrote, that you want to share with us?
I don't know if it's necessarily a quote, but I say it all the time. Like, if you want it bad enough, you'll figure it out. I find myself saying that more times than I can tell you, because every person just about that I talk to at some point, oh, I want to write a book, but, and then they have like a whole list of reasons why they haven't, they can't, they won't. And I'm like, okay, well, if you want it, you'll figure it out.
What's usually like the number one reason?
I don't have time. Everybody tells me that they don't have time. But when you come home from work, you catch up on sports. You catch up on the latest Ratchet TV. You sit and watch the news. Not saying that these things don't have a place, but instead of doing 3-4 hours, you could do 1 or 2. So...
what else would you like to share with us? Tell us your website. Tell us your website link, social media, how we can find you online.
We are on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook, and it's Pain 2 Prosperity Publishing, and then it's Pain 2 ProsperityPublishing.com is the website.
If those people decide to wake up and really put their heart into writing a book, how can they reach you?
Reach us through the website. Reach us through social media, mostly LinkedIn, because I'm personally on LinkedIn, and you'll reach me directly, and I'll be able to help you out.
Tell us your name again.
Pharice, Pharice Brown.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.